Hi there, my name is Deepak Ramola and I love people and have been asking them for a long time what is their life lesson. This series is all about passing on their learnings and sharing that wisdom with you. Does it ever happen to you that a complete stranger says something or does something that totally changes something in your life? As someone who meets a lot of people and collects life lessons for a living, it happens to me all the time. But I'm most thrilled when someone else walks up to me and shares an experience that validates the simple fact that there are people in the world who are generous enough to share their wisdom without even knowing or expecting that it can be life-affirming. When Kristina Garand shared her life story that led to a career-defining decision, I was moved to share it with you. On a cold February day in 2015, in her small hometown, she saw a film crew shoot a film called Love the Troopers. Despite the freezing cold, the actors dressed as Santa Claus marked up to the queue. There were production assistants running from end to end with their props. The cameraman was filming sequence after sequence, and even some of her neighbors were playing extra on the film set. As she navigated her way home with her mother through this make-believe world that she called semi-organized chaos, they bumped into a guy named Casey LaRocco, who was a medic on the film set. As they got talking, Kristina's mother shared with him that Kristina too hoped to be on a film set someday, doesn't matter if in front of the camera or behind it. With a funny light in his eyes, Casey asked, "What job would you like to do on the set?" Ill-informed, she said, "I don't know." He then asked her, "Do you know what a call sheet is?" She said a polite no. And in a thoughtful gesture, he quickly ran up to his car hurriedly and emerged back holding a paper that she explained to Kristina was called a call sheet. And it had the name of every single person from every single department for every single scene that was going to be shot that day. He looked at that sheet and Kristina and said, "Pick one, pick one." Those two words became so affirming and cathartic to a young Kristina who was grappling with fear of an intimidating future, of the uncertainty. The words of Casey, with utmost generosity to show her the possibility of a world that she was far removed from but could be a part of, was really, really moving. So much so that on her way home, she even cried in the car because he had even let her keep the call sheet as a reminder that she could start bottom up and then discover the place she feels she most belongs to. On February of 2017, 2 years later, as Kristina was applying to colleges, which can be a terrifying thing for many people, she again heard the voice of Casey in her head. Pick one. And she realized that her fear couldn't be so dominating because years ago, someone else had put faith in her even when she didn't believe in her own potential, perhaps. You see, it taught her that the simple act of kindness can profoundly change a life if only we are willing and open to accepting it. We don't have to feel overwhelmed. Just pick one thing and go for it. The possibilities are endless indeed, but that doesn't have to make us hopeless, but fill us with hope. Because it reminds me of the Billy Hogan book title, How Do You Eat an Elephant? One Bite at a Time. Kristina hopes to say to someone else someday, pick one. Who in your life would you say needs to hear that to breathe easy and mold their dreams like clay? I hope you have an answer, and this fuels your day. Hi there, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, I'm happy to tell you there's more coming. You can send us your life lesson and be featured on this series. Visit us at projectfuel.in and share your life lesson. Let's learn from each other.